going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. Last time we made it here to Agate Village, this beautiful, lush, waterfall-y, tree-covered area where Anka's grandparents live. We helped her grandfather as he went down here into the Purification area, whatever the hell it's called. And we, because it was being attacked by Team Snag'em, or no, not Team Snag'em, whoever the bad guys are, who are trying to create shadow Pokemon. And they said that there's something with Celebi that they're trying to stop happening or whatever. And so we've got to try to figure it out. So today, we're going to go back to her grandparents' house and see if we can figure out what the heck is going on here. Egon, you tell us.
Go see an old man named Senilor. He lives near the Pokemon down the hill. Senilor is the authority when it comes to Celebi. That is, if he remembers.
Okay, so we did hear that last time, and I totally remembered it. I was just reminding all of you.
Whatever, dude. I'm not judging. I'm just sitting here taking in the view. Because this is a very pretty city.
Right? Do you like the music too? We talked about this already.
Not really.
You
It's
don't?
fine.
Really?
It's fine.
Okay.
I don't feel it's appropriate for this particular town.
Huh.
But, and I don't really like it either.
Okay.
But I don't mind harmonica. Typically.
So here's the mart. Is this Senilor then? He said he lived near the mart. Are you Senilor? Oh, you're Egon's beloved Torchic. No, wait. Who did you say you were? What's that? You wanted to ask me, Senilor, about Celebi? Have no fear, no problem. Forget something that important? That's not going to happen. Let me start with the relic in the Relic Forest. According to ancient lore, the relic is said to hold the power of time travel for Celebi.
Cool.
That mystical power is said to revive the most pleasant, most enjoyable memories of Pokémon. If only it worked on me and brought back memories of my youth. Would you like to hear more?
Yes.
To meet Celebi directly, you must use an item called the Time Flute.
Ooh.
That is all one needs to bring Celebi to the Relic Forest. Celebi will surely cause darkness to flee from the hearts of any Pokemon.
Yeah, because Celebi is adorable and pure of heart and wonderful. And I love Celebi.
Good. Is that all he says? Yeah, that's all he says. Okay.
We have our assignment.
Yeah, but how the hell are we going to find a Time Flute?
I don't know. Buy it at the mart.
Buy it at the mart.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's
Just go in and ask at the desk. Do y'all have a time flute by chance?
Got any Time Flutes lying around? Check the back. You got any in the back?
Oh, maybe you could place a special order for us.
All right, Egon. Oh, yep, they've moved. All right, Egon. Oh, first Bella. Ah, Anka, welcome home. I finally found the small tablet. That is the small tablet that's been passed down through our family over many generations. Examine it. Oh, okay.
I don't see anything.
Gruul obtained the small tablet.
Okay.
There are words carved into the
Apparently it's
small tablet. Gruul.
Invisible.
What?
I said, oh, okay, apparently it's invisible.
Gruul read the words. In Agate's mystic relic, Celebi's power shelters. A heart imprisoned by shadows, its last door shall be opened by the power within. The relic must have some effect on shadow Pokemon. I will leave that for you to determine for yourselves. Okay, but where's the fucking flute?
Let's play with Pikachu.
I hope that small tablet is something useful to you.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Pika Pika! The relic must have some effect on shadow Pokemon. I will leave that for you to determine for yourselves.
Thanks.
The PDA received an email.
Ah.
Oh, Gruul, your PDA just rang. Oh, right, it must be duking with some news. Quick, let's check it out.
Let's cast it on the TV.
So here's our PDA. We haven't used this yet. Display.
I was gonna say, what the hell's a PDA?
Yeah, it's our
Maybe
personal.
It's just making out in public.
Oh, wow. We have our snag list of all the Pokemon that we've seen and which ones we've caught. So we didn't get the Quagsire or the Slugma.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
And then most recently we didn't get the Sudowoodo or the Hitmontop.
Yeah, that makes me more upset. Because Hitmontop is good and Sudowoodo is cute.
But we've gotten every other Pokemon so far, Amy. Nicely done. All right, Gruul's email. Emergency! Dew King of Pyrite Town. Gruul. Oh, or sorry, I guess I should do it in his voice. Gruul, we've got big trouble. I just got word from our people that Mount Battle's under attack by a mysterious group of thugs. Please, can you go help? We think it's the same group as the one Meyer B belonged to. We're counting on you. Okay, that's it.
Got it.
What? Those crooks are loose on Mount Battle now? That's awful! We can't let this go on! Gruul, let's go! Oh, wait! Grandpa, where is Mount Battle anyway? Mount Battle is to the northeast. You can see it in the distance once you leave the village. Hurry, Anka! Okay. Sure. Alright, Amy, before we go to a place called Mount Battle, maybe we should figure out what our Pokemon look like and how we want to, like, who we want on our team, basically.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. So let's go to the PC, and we can look at our current team as well as who's in the PC, and you can decide who you want to keep and who you want to leave in the box. So right now, in our party, we have Meditite, Mantine, Umbreon, Espeon, Dunsparce, and Swablu. Whoops, god damn it. And as a reminder, if we check the summary, Meditite has a little bit left in its bar to go.
Okay.
Mantine is empty.
Okay.
Umbreon and Espeon obviously don't have bars. They are, just leveling with EXP.
Experience bars.
That's right. Dunsparce is pretty full still. And Swablu is less, actually. I thought it would be more because I thought we caught it more recently, but I guess we've used it more as well.
Dunsparce just, wasn't getting to a point where it was in hyper mode.
Okay,
for some
that's
weird
fair.
fucking reason.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. All right, so yeah, that's those two. Now, or those, 4 shadow Pokemon or whatever. Now, notably, if you recall, we have Remoraid here, who is empty. The bar is empty. Same with Quillfish, Yanma, Furret, everyone else. Flaffy, Skiploom, Bayleaf, Noctowl, Mischievous, and Makuhita.
Okay.
So that being said, is there anybody on your team that you want to switch out for anybody in the box?
No.
Okay.
But I'd also like to take a look at least one of those Pokemon and see if perhaps it lists who might be the actual owners of these Pokemon.
Okay. All right, so let's... Oh, okay, no. So if you look at the top, profile, OT stands for Original Trainer.
Okay.
And so it is question marks all down the row. Now, maybe because it still has a bit of a heart gauge, but no. Still question marks for Mantine. Obviously, for Umbreon and Espeon, it's us. But for every other Pokemon, even the ones in the box, it will be all question marks.
Okay. Okay.
That's a damn good question, and thankfully it's easy enough to check just by checking where it says OT right there.
Okay. Because not that I have any illusions of knowing who any of these fucking people are when the names start popping up.
Yeah.
But, I do care about getting them their Pokemon back.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, you just look and it's like Original Trainer Elizabeth, and you're like, that does nothing for me.
Thanks, Elizabeth. I'll just be stealing your fucking Pokemon. No. I will find Elizabeth.
Wow.
I will mail her Pokemon and it will be dead.
Wow. Yeah. You forget to put holes in the box or whatever. All right. Do you want to try to go to the Relic like he said, or you want to just go to Mount Battle since they talked about just going to Mount Battle?
Let's go to the Relic.
Okay. Oh, We left Anka behind. Oh well.
Fuck it.
She's back. All right. So yes, if you recall, we fought a Cypher peon, I think it was, here. What's this guy have to say? Is that right? Those crooks have raided Mount Battle? I get it. They're going after Vander on Mount Battle. I've heard rumors that Vander has the ability to summon Celebi.
Oh, shit.
Because if we come here to the relic, it says there's a Pokemon that may open the door to its heart. Oh shit, we have the Ein file, actually. Gruul found an Ein file. I forgot about this. We obtained the Ein file because it was there at the end of the battle against the Cypher peon who was beating up Egan, the grandpa. But then it like automatically put us back in his house and we never got a chance to read this file.
Yeah.
So, Ein file C is written on the file's cover. Would you like to read it?
Yes.
Celebi's power.
Yeah.
The purification of shadow Pokemon has several factors. Celebi appears to have the power to boost the purification process. If a shadow Pokemon encounters a Celebi, it recalls how its heart was before being closed and reverts to its original form. The Relic Stone of Agate Village also appears to have the power to complete the purification process. These factors must be eliminated if our Shadow Pokemon plan is to succeed. Shadow Pokemon Lab Chief, Ein. So, it says there's a Pokemon that may open the door to its heart. So, you know Mantine has an empty bar. Would you like to try clicking on Mantine here?
Yes. Did it work?
Sounds pretty triumphant, right?
Yeah.
Mantine opened the door to its heart.
What the fuck? Really? That easily?
Mantine regained the move Wing Attack.
Sick.
Mantine regained 4,857 experience points.
Whoa, what the fuck? That's a lot of experience.
Mantine was elevated to level 34. Look at its special defense. God damn. Mantine obtained a ribbon. Would you like to give a nickname to Mantine? Probably not.
It's not even my Pokemon. Why would I do that?
So now you have a Mantine, level 34.
All right, let's
That
see
is
who
not
its
purple
owner is.
anymore. It does, it says original trainer, Gruul.
Oh. But I'm not.
So, if you recall, the Cypher or Myra B or both took these Pokemon and corrupted their hearts. I don't know if it specifically said that they stole these Pokemon from trainers. It might be that they like got them from the wild or raised them. I'm really not sure.
Oh.
But now that you see this, returning them to their original trainers is either not a thing we're going to do or not a thing that is possible because maybe they didn't have them.
Okay.
But that was
I just thought they were using the snag balls to get them.
So that's the interesting thing, right? Because I messed up when I said this before. Team Snag'em and Cypher and Myra B are different organizations. They are not the same.
Okay.
Right? So we worked for Team Snag'em. We didn't work for Cypher and Myra B.
Okay.
Right? Because they're not saying, hey, you abandoned us when they see us. They're just like, hey, you're trying to ruin our plans.
Right.
So the fact that we have the snag balls or the snag machine and the snag balls,
it doesn't mean it came from them.
Correct. In fact, it's just the perfect counter to what they're doing.
Right. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
this is just my Mantine?
This is your Mantine now.
Cool.
Now also, there are many other Pokemon in the PC whose hearts are ready to open. Would you like to go through the process of doing that?
Yes.
Okay. So this might require a bit of editing on our part, just so that you all don't have to... Shut up, phone. So that you all don't have to sit here and watch all of that. Of us running back and forth. I want you all to see the purification process, don't you worry. But running back to the PC, adding people to our team, running back, whatever, that will cut out. But we'll be back for the purification process of the next set of Pokemon.
This is really cool.
I'm really, really glad you like it. All right, so we're back. I actually stepped out here, and then we're going to go back in a second, because I've noticed this, and Amy, I'm curious if you will or will not. I know that music in games is something that is music in general is something that's extremely important to you.
Sure.
And so I tend to ask you a lot of questions about music in the games, because I know that you are more passionate about music than I am, but I also know that having played many of these games over the course of many years, game music I'm more familiar with.
Okay.
What I want to ask of you is, when we go into this next room and you hear this music, what other game does this music sound like to you, if any? Because I have an idea and we can talk about it, but I want to see, without prompting you, I want to see if you notice it.
Okay.
All right?
So beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Like Final Fantasy. No, like Zelda.
Yes, 100%. Thank you.
Like Zelda.
It sounds exactly like. In fact, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think I'm right. I believe it is the Minuet of Fire specifically that it sounds like to me. I could be wrong on which song it is.
Yeah.
But there is a song from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time that sounds exactly like that. At least that beginning part. Maybe not the strings part that we're hearing now.
Right, sure.
But the beginning part sounds so much like it to me. It's crazy. It sounds exactly like it. Leave it in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong about the Minuet of Fire, and maybe you know which song I'm thinking of, and maybe you disagree. But and any and all thoughts that you have, I want to hear in the comments. But Amy, I'm so glad that you noticed it without any prompting from me, because...
And honestly, I mean, the aesthetics of this area look a lot like Zelda as well.
Ow, I like that. I like that. Very cool. Yeah, okay.
I would say the graphics are slightly better. I mean, obviously, the timeline, it would lend itself to that, you know?
Sure. I'm going to go through this process while we talk.
Because this came out a lot later.
Sure.
But, yeah, I mean, I would say the aesthetics are similar as well.
Okay. Makuhita opened the door to its heart, the first shadow Pokemon that you ever caught.
Wow.
It regained the move Foresight.
Oh. Okay.
And Makuhita regained only 1,256 experience because you were using it in earlier fights against lower level Pokemon.
Oh.
And then once its bar got down to nothing, you put it in the box and just left it there. Mm-hmm. So Mantine's been around for bigger fights recently.
Yeah.
So it got like 4,000 experience. Makuhita only gets 1,256. But Makuhita obtained a ribbon as well. So Makuhita gained no levels from that.
Wow.
And obtained a ribbon. Then we move on to Mischievous. Now, we talked about this off camera in the interim when we were in the cut, but once all these Pokemon get all their experience, level up to where they're going to be, gain the moves that they're going to gain, by the way, after losing Shadow Rush, obviously, because they've opened the door to their hearts. If you didn't get that, I assume you did, but still. Mischievous regained Psybeam.
Ooh.
Mischievous regained 1,989 experience.
Okay.
And grew till... Oh, and obtained a ribbon. Excuse me. Did not level up. Okay. Next
So it
is...
seems like they're all going to get a ribbon. I guess I'll check on those, like what they even are.
Yeah, hold on. I can do that for you right here. So, we haven't worked with ribbons at all. But here they are. Ribbon awarded for clearing all difficulties.
I don't know what that means.
Not much. So, especially for our purposes, it doesn't mean much. So, you will understand ribbons as a concept because you've watched the anime. Where are there ribbons in the anime?
In the contests.
So, because this is Gen 3 and contests were introduced in Gen 3, so were ribbons. Now, there are many different ways that you can get ribbons among the many games in Gens 3 and 4, but if your Pokemon wins a contest, or you win a contest with your Pokemon, that Pokemon gets a ribbon. You don't get a ribbon, right? That's not technically how it works. I don't believe. I've never really gone into contests, and we didn't when we played the game either.
Okay.
Like, we tried it, but we didn't go hard on it to like try to win and get to the master one and whatever. But I think your Pokemon gets a ribbon, and so there are people that try to do like whatchamacallit, like speed runs of trying to get all ribbons on one Pokemon or something like that, like all available ribbons and stuff. So this is a ribbon that is available because, again, because this is Pokemon Colosseum, you can there's a way to do it. We haven't really talked about it yet because it is not relevant to this story mode, but in the non-story mode version of this game, you can transfer your Pokemon from your cartridge for Gen 3, right, of Ruby and Sapphire. You can transfer Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire to this game to play in, like, competitions or whatever. Like, you can't, like I said, you can't use them in the story mode, so that's why it's not really relevant for this. But for, like, you know, generic battles or whatever that the game has available to you, you can do that. But that also means that you can transfer, I believe, I could be wrong, but I guess you can transfer these Pokemon, and so this is another ribbon that's available.
Okay.
I think. People can, again, please educate me in the comments, I would appreciate it. That's what I understand it to be, but it's also something that I've never really tried to do, because it's not something that really interests me. So, let's purify this Noctowl. Do you like the victory music?
Yeah.
Noctowl regained Steel Wing.
Nice.
1,971 experience. And Noctowl obtained a ribbon. So no levels for any of these Pokemon in this set of purifications so far. Here's your good friend Bayleaf. I'm glad. Bayleaf regained Sunny Day and 2,450 experience and obtained a ribbon. Wow. Okay, 2 more Pokemon remaining in this set. Speaking of grass types, it's Skiploom. Skiploom regained Synthesis.
Wow.
Do you remember that move?
I very vaguely remember it, so I don't actually know what it does.
It is a healing move.
Okay.
So it's only got like 5 power points, but I think it heals you half your health.
Okay.
2,753 experience. And Skiploom became level 31.
Wow.
First one to actually level up.
Okay.
76 HP, very nice. And 62 speed. I mean, the attack is okay, and the special defense is okay. Obviously, the speed is great. Okay. What? Skiploom is evolving.
Oh, shit.
So yes, these Pokemon can, in fact, evolve once they've opened the door to their heart. And now you have a Jumpluff.
What? I didn't even know that was the evolution of Skiploom.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, well, there you go.
It doesn't even look similar.
Your Skiploom.
This looks like a baby Pokemon. Doesn't it?
This is a 3rd stage evolution because obviously I know you know that Hoppip evolves into Skiploom.
Yes.
So if you notice, these 3 Pokemon are a Hop, a Skip, and a Jump.
Yeah.
Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff. So yes, this is a 3rd stage evolution. This is equivalent to Vileplume, basically.
Cool. All right. I think this is the first one I'm going to keep on my team.
Oh, wow. Okay, good to know. Well, Jumpluff obtained a ribbon. No nickname. All right, one more in this set. It is Flaffy.
Which I am not keeping.
Harsh, all right. Flaffy opened the door to its heart and regained Thunderbolt.
Oh, shit. Maybe I should keep it.
4,000 937
Holy
experience.
damn. Okay, maybe I should keep this one.
Flaffy's like, really? You're not keeping me on your team, huh?
I'll show you.
Elevated to 31. Okay, I mean, that special attack is nice and high.
Yeah, I like the stats. They're alright.
Also, Flaffy is evolving.
Yes.
Flaffy's really showing up now.
It's just flexing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And so your Flaffy evolved into Ampharos.
I don't think I knew this was the
Seriously?
evolution of Flaffy either.
Wow. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Ampharos.
Well, Ampharos obtained a ribbon as well. So,
Okay.
interestingly, right, because we saw the stats sort of, but then they evolved. Whoops. So, let's look at Jumpluff's stats. 88 HP, 52 attack, 53 defense, 45 special attack, 59 special defense, and 80 speed.
Okay.
Very fast, but otherwise not as impressive numbers-wise, I would say. At least, like, the special attack is very low for a Pokemon that has all special moves.
They're all grass type moves, even though it's a grass and flying type.
Yes, and the only damage-dealing move it has is Mega Drain.
Oh.
Because Synthesis is healing, Sleep Powder is sleep, Cotton Spore sharply reduces speed, and then Mega Drain actually deals damage. And that's literally it.
Alright.
I'm just going to move those to
I'll
make
think about
my
it.
life easier. Okay. And Ampharos has 96 HP,
Ooh.
53 attack, 56 defense, 84 special attack,
Hell yes.
61 special defense, and 44 speed.
Okay, so it's slow, but that's the only thing that
Correct.
is low.
And its attacks are Thunderbolt and Thunder Shock for damage dealing. It also has Cotton Spore, which lowers speed by -2, and Thunder Wave, which only paralyzes.
Okay.
So
Alright. Alright.
these are its attacks. That is the Pokemon. Obviously, you know that Noctowl is fully evolved. Bayleaf can evolve still. Makuhita can evolve, and so can Mischievous. I think, what? Maybe not in Gen 3. Maybe I'm wrong. No.
Okay.
I don't recall.
I like Mischievous a lot, but I mean, I feel like her. The fact that she didn't level, the fact that her experience is so low, because we were only fighting, low-level things in the beginning.
Right.
I'm not thrilled with her stats.
I did just double check. She does not evolve in this generation.
Okay.
Miss Magius was not introduced until Gen 4.
Okay. We might come back to her, but we'll see.
Okay. We're going to cut again and then come back when we have our next group of Pokemon ready to have their hearts opened. All right. We are back from the center. Let's get right back to this purification. Ferret is next. I think the first level 33 that you got, I think. Ferret opened the door to its heart, regained Iron Tail,
Sick.
and 7,675 experience.
Wow. That's a lot of fucking experience.
Ferret's level 34. 2 more HP and +1 to everything else.
Wow, 105 HP?
108, actually.
Oh, sick.
And obtained a ribbon. Because
But it
Ferret,
didn't evolve.
Ferret's also fully evolved.
Dang.
Next is...
Because I don't like Ferret, but those are some great stats.
Agreed. Here's your friend Yanma.
I love Vienna.
I know you do. Yanma opened the door to its heart and regained Detect, which is basically Protect. Yanma regained 4,695 and grew to level 34. +2, +2, and +2. Okay. So 91 HP, 57 attack, 40 defense, 58 special attack, 35 special defense, and 76 speed.
Okay.
And obtained a ribbon. Next. Quillfish. Quillfish regained Pin Missile.
Oh.
And 8,192 experience.
Jesus.
Which means it's 34. Wow. Plus 3 HP, huh? Okay. So 94 HP, 76 attack, 66 defense, 45 special attack and special defense, and 64 speed. Oh, in fact, it's level 35. My mistake. So these are the numbers instead. And it obtained a ribbon. And for now, right? Not for good, but for now, the last Pokemon whose door to its heart will open is your level 20 Remoraid.
Okay.
It regained Bubble Beam.
Okay.
And 2,792 experience. Which means it's level 21. Level 22. And that's it. Okay, I wasn't sure. And it obtained a ribbon. Okay. For now, that is it. You all may have noticed we put Meditite and Swablu on the team, but as we noted, Meditite and Swablu both still need a little bit more help.
Yeah.
Getting their heart gauges down to nothing. So, let's go back to the PC and try to... I guess I can just walk and talk. We don't need to cut here. And we can try to figure out who you want to take with you going to Mount Battle, where it seems like, obviously...
We're going to battle?
Yeah. 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 I feel like they weren't very subtle about that.
No. I feel like that is correct.
So, you and I talked about this a bit off camera. I think I was trying to say this before and got distracted. But you have some Pokemon here, namely Noctowl, Bayleaf, and Meditite, whom you've used in past playthroughs on this channel before.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on... I mean, obviously, if you're wanting to attempt to purify Meditite, one way or another, you're going to have to keep it on your team for a little while longer at least. But with Pokemon that you are more familiar with, like Noctowl and Bayleaf and Meditite, are you trying to keep those types of Pokemon with you because of their familiarity, or are you going to try to mix it up and use other Pokemon instead?
I think we don't use them.
Why? I mean, it may be somewhat elementary that I'm asking, but why?
Because I've used them already.
Okay, I figured.
Any other generations that we have played of Pokemon on this channel, I have attempted, not in every case succeeded, because I believe Geodude is the only one that I was unable to do that with, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
But each one of those, if it was a Pokemon that I had used in a previous generation,
Oh, I see.
it was not one I was going to keep on my team in a new generation.
Yeah, I mean, and you talked about Geodude. You only did that briefly and because you had to. Mm-hmm. But that changed as soon as you had the opportunity to do so. So yeah, that's fine. I guess because this is a supplemental game and not one of the main series games, I wanted to give you the full freedom to do whatever you chose. Whether you wanted to keep to that structure or whether you wanted to deviate from it, entirely your call.
That's the way I do things.
That makes perfect sense. I appreciate.
So many Pokemon out there.
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
Sure.
In my opinion.
Sure.
To use new ones each time if possible.
Okay. So, that being said, Dunsparce, another Pokemon that is still shadowed, if you will.
Yes.
So, are we putting Dunsparce on the team? in addition to Metatitan Swablu.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we replace Remoraid with Dunsparce.
You got it.
Specifically, because I'm gonna specify that now.
Not a problem at all. So I'll put Remoraid here. Now, we had separated these three just because at the time that we started purifying, they were who were on your team at that time.
Right.
Obviously, you have free reign to pick whomever you would like to replace whomever you would like.
Okay. I think of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones I am trying to keep on my team is... See, this is tough.
Okay.
I don't like Furret at all, but I feel it has the best stats of any of them. And I like Yanma a lot, but I feel like despite the fact that we got it around the same time as Furret, it has a lot less experience, and the stats are a lot worse.
Okay. Yanma, another one like Mischievous, who, even if you know or remember that it has an evolution in a later generation, it is not available here. Okay. So this is, Yanma will be as high as it gets evolution-wise. Obviously, levels are a different story.
Yeah.
But still.
Now, the Blowfish, Quillfish, I liked the fact that it leveled up. It's level 35, which is fabulous.
Same as Furret.
And its stats were pretty good, if I recall.
I agree.
But I'm not really a fan of Quillfish.
Fair enough.
Pin Missile is a good move, I feel like. But I can't really remember what else it has. Poison Sting, which I feel like is... I don't know. Minimize, which is awful. And Surf, which is great.
Correct.
Fuck me. I think I have this Pokemon on my team.
Quillfish, okay.
I think we get rid of Yanma, which sucks because I like Yanma a lot more than I like the other two.
Okay.
But I just feel like it's not as good here.
Yeah, Yanma's HP or speed is insane. HP is pretty good, but speed is insane, and it has the speed boost ability, which means at the end of every turn it gains more speed. But if it's fast but doesn't do a lot, right?
Right.
It has Supersonic, Sonic Boom, and Uproar. Now, Sonic Boom does 20 HP of damage every single time it's used, so it doesn't matter how high its stats are or whatever, it will always do 20. And Uproar has 50 power and 100 accuracy, but you are locked into Uproar for 2 to 5 turns.
Yeah, that sucks.
So, not great moves on Yanma, to be sure.
No. Okay. So we lose Yanma. Sorry, Yanma. I love you, but it just isn't working.
Yeah, I
it's
think
not you, it's me.
Oh,
it's
God.
You.
Oh, God. I think if you had Yanma in a mainline game where you got it younger or lower leveled, and you were able to kind of curate its moveset as it leveled, then you probably would be happier with it. This game not really giving you much chance with it, that's all.
No, you're right.
In my opinion.
I agree fully.
Okay.
So Yanma comes off.
All right, so you're saying you're keeping Furret and Quillfish for now?
Yes.
Okay.
So Yanma comes off.
For
Mantine.
You got it. So 2 water types on the team.
Yeah, shoot. Let's look at Mantine again.
You got it. Whoops, that's moved.
34.
Yep. With 89 HP, 40 attack, 63 defense, 74 special attack, 109 special defense, and 48 speed.
Okay.
Now, notably, I pulled up a little chart for myself here. You all can't see it, but I can. To discuss natures. Because since you're picking a team, you want to understand the natures of your Pokemon.
Sure.
This Mantine has a quiet nature, which means that its special attack will rise faster than normal, and its speed will rise slower than normal. And if you notice, it's pretty damn slow.
Yeah.
Not as slow as it is weak attack-wise, but its moves, it does have takedown. So, and wing attack.
Yeah, wing attack is decent.
Yeah, but wing attack and takedown are both physical moves, is my point. And your attack is trash. You have Bubble Beam, which is 65 power, it's stab, and it's special.
Yeah, but we have Quillfish with Surf, which is way better than Bubble Beam.
Correct. But wing attack also stab. You are a water flying type.
Yeah.
So you have 40 attack versus 74 special attack. So I'm not saying not to use it for that reason. I'm just letting you know wing attack and takedown, not great since they're physical moves, but wing attack does benefit from being stabbed as well.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that sucks
Yeah.
is that I really love Mantine. And I was so excited to catch this Mantine.
Yeah.
And I almost cried when I found out I'm its trainer. So,
which is really cute, by the way. Really cute.
So, like, I guess I need to keep Mantine.
Okay.
Even though its moves are definitely not as good and its stats are not as good as the Quillfish, which is the other water type that I feel like I still want to keep on my team.
Well, Quillfish, notably, 96 HP, 78 attack, 68 defense, 46 special attack and special defense, and 66 speed. Now, Quillfish is a lax nature, which means that it is increased defense, which is why it has 68 defense.
Yeah.
And decreased special defense, which is why it has 46 special defense. It's just that it's a water type where its water attacks that are special are working off of a 46 special attack. So, Pin Missile, I do not recall, but I believe Pin Missile and Poison Sting are physical. But I would have to... I can probably check on that pretty quickly.
But I also like the spread here of types for its moves. You've got a bug, you've got a normal, you've got a poison, you've got a water. So, like, that gives you a lot of coverage.
Yeah.
You know, in a way that Mantine does not.
Ah, interesting. So, notably, poison and bug are both physical in this generation.
Okay.
So your poison type move in Pin Missile, and your poison type move in Poison Sting and your bug type move in Pin Missile will both benefit from your 78 attack, whereas your Surf works off of your 46 special attack.
Oof.
But is stab, as is your Poison Sting. It's just the Poison Sting has 15 power to start with, and Surf has 95 power to start with. So
yeah,
I think they might balance out. Just saying.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really going to use Minimize anyway.
So, yeah, I mean, Minimize raises your evasiveness, so it's like Sand Attack, where you make yourself harder to hit, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I gotta keep Quillfish.
Okay.
Which makes me not want to keep Mantine, but I have to.
Okay.
I love Mantine.
Okay.
I will say, these three that are still Shadow Pokemon that are on the team currently are not going to come back on the team.
Okay, after we've purified.
No.
You got it.
They are not.
Do you know
so
who
that will still leave 3 spots.
Correct. And you still have, if you want, again, you choose whatever you want, you will still have access to Espeon and Umbreon, and then obviously literally any Pokemon from up here. I know you had talked about enjoying Ampharos, but you have access to anybody that you want here. And as a reminder of the folks that are here, Bayleaf, who you said you're probably not going to use anyway, Makuhita, and Remoraid all have the capacity to evolve still.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm definitely not using Remoraid, definitely not using Bayleaf, and I'm not using Makuhita just because it was the first one, so it got, like, no experience.
No problem. No problem at all. I will say, and again, in no way to sway you, but now that you've definitively said you're not using it, I low-key love Makuhita.
I think it's a good Pokemon.
Love it.
I do think it's a good Pokemon.
And I love its evolution, Hariyama, a lot. I really do. Again, that does not mean I think you're making the wrong choice. This is entirely your choice. I had Makuhita on my team for a while in this game, but that does not mean you're doing the wrong thing.
It is level 30.
I'm just
that
letting
isn't
folks know.
bad.
Sure. Well, Remoraid's the only thing lower at 22. Everything is, hold on. Yeah, everything is 30 or higher that's not Remoraid.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, we still have a little bit of time left in this episode, so let's go ahead and save. And now, if you notice, I was talking to you about this before, it says you have 14 snagged Pokemon. I'll try to show that again. And 11 purified Pokemon.
So cool.
So as you know, obviously, because they're on your team, 3 more Pokemon left to purify of the ones that you have snagged, and there were 4 that you did not snag.
Yeah.
That's all. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go to Mount Battle.
Okay. Do we want to purchase anything before we go?
It's a damn good question. My question to you is, who are your top 2 on your team right now?
Oh, good question.
Thanks. If you want to look at the gauges, because I know that's important to you, Dunsparce still at over 3 bars. Metatite almost at a half a bar. And Swablu at like 1.5 bars.
Okay. I'm going to pick Metatite and Dunsparce, actually.
Okay.
Because Metatite is so close, and Dunsparce is the furthest away.
Okay.
And we can come back to Swablu, because they're in the middle.
You got it. All right, so that's a good question about buying stuff. We do have a mart right over here. So let's stop at the mart before we leave this area, and we'll see what we have and what we might want. All right, this guy. Hello, welcome to our Pokemon Mart. How may I serve you? We already have 10 Hyper Potions in stock, but we can buy more. 4 Super Potions, 8 Full Heals, 7 Revives, and then he has all of the things that we can't afford right now because they are
Okay.
the vitamins or whatever.
We're done shopping.
Okay, we don't need anything.
I don't feel that we do.
Fair enough. All right. Let's actually check our items really quickly for my own sake. You have 6 Pokeballs, 2 Great Balls, and 5 Ultra Balls.
Okay.
Do you feel that that's enough, or would you like to buy more of those items?
I would like a few Great Balls.
Okay. We will, we can stop off there first, because if you recall, there's only the one place that we can buy Pokeballs in this game.
Ugh. That's obnoxious.
Well, because there's no wild Pokemon, so there's no need for them. So we have to go to this outskirts stand, if you recall. So off we go to the outskirts stand.
The train.
That's right.
The train that's just off of tracks.
Yeah, because it's...
It's just there.
Yeah.
Because it's a restaurant.
Yeah. Okay, so we can buy... He has Pokeballs, Great Balls, and Ultra Balls. You said you want more Great Balls. So
Yes.
you have 2. How many more would you like?
I would like 4 more.
To have 6 total?
Yeah.
You got it. So that's Great Ball. And you want 4? Great. 2,400 it is. So you have $5,097 remaining. Thank you kindly.
Thanks.
Okay.
Well, let's take a look at what else we have here.
For sale?
For sale.
Sorry.
In case we want any of that prior to our battling.
You got it. So we have 1 Antidote, 2 Burn Heals, 2 Ice Heals, 1 Awakening, 2 Paralyzed Heals, again, 8 Full Heals, and then the 6 Great Balls, 6 Pokeballs, 5 Ultra Balls, and he has Net Balls, Nest Balls, Timer Balls for sale. Net Balls, a ball that works well on Water and Bug-type Pokemon. Nest Balls, a ball that works better on weaker Pokemon. and a timer ball, a ball that works better the more turns have passed in battle.
Nah. We're done shopping again.
You got it. Easy. You shop like I do. I'm here for this. All right, well, we also have this. I said I was here for this. All right. Here is Mount Battle, a place of challenging training for all trainers. It is currently held by a sinister gang.
Sinister.
That's right. So here we go.
Mr. Sinister would be awesome in this game. This is awesome. I really like this area.
Good, I'm glad. All right, let's talk to the running kid first. It's terrible, terrible. I tell you, it's terrible. Mount Battle's under attack by a group of shady people. I'm so out of breath. Okay.
Okay.
Thinking about taking the Mount Battle challenge? Forget about it. I'd keep clear of that place for now. I hear Mount Battle's been taken over by a bunch of trainers that use weird Pokemon.
Alright. Maybe the running kid, instead of running laps, should be running to get help. So that, they can, get the criminals out of here.
No, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
This is a distinguished place of training for honorable trainers. What is the meaning of this outrage? Those attackers, how dare they attack others without any regard for the rules? They're failures as trainers. But anyway, oh yes, I'm the move deleter. Don't be shocked, but I can make Pokemon forget their moves. Would you like me to do that?
No.
I didn't think so. Come again if there are any other moves to be forgotten.
Thank you.
What do you do, lady? Is there anything? This is the coupon exchange, but right now, everything is suspended because of those horrible people.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't have any fucking coupons anyway.
Correct. A bunch of creepy-looking trainers came and started attacking other trainers without any warning. Those trainers, with the Pokemon that they had, were normal, any way you look at them.
Okay.
It looks like they're after Vander, who's an area leader, but why would anyone want to do that? I'd go help, but the best I've ever managed is 8 consecutive wins. I wouldn't get very far.
Okay.
Okay, we've already, our team is fully healed up, so... No, I'm sorry, but I can't let you in. It's full of thugs. It's dangerous. Oh, you heard about us from Duking? You must be here to save us. You see, it was me who contacted Duking for help. I don't think you would get here so quickly, or didn't think you would get here so quickly. But please be careful. The power of their Pokemon isn't normal. All right, Amy.
Yeah, we know, lady.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Well, too bad. We're going to do it in the next episode.
Fine.
That's really funny. We're cutting it short a little bit because, you know what? Fine. Let's get in here and see what's going on. Hopefully for folks that clicked off already, they aren't upset. Look at where we are. We're at a big circle with a 1 on it. Whoops. Hold on. Aren't you mistaking something? All training has been put on hold. But if you really must, sure, I'll battle you.
Okay.
Ryder Turo would like to battle. Ryder Turo sends out Trapinch and Numel.
Okay.
You've got Meditite and Dunsparce. Okay.
Oh, neither of their Pokemon are Shadow Pokemon.
Correct. Well, technically he has a third, but yes. Right now, neither of his Pokemon are Shadow.
Okay.
I don't even know if the third will be, but yes.
Okay.
Shadow Rush, Confusion, High Jump Kick, or Calm Mind.
Ooh. Well, I don't have my type chart.
Okay, so Trapinch is what type?
Ground?
Yes, and Numel is what type?
Normal?
No. Do you remember what the hole in its back is for?
Oh, a volcano?
So it's...
A fire.
Correct.
Okay.
So, fighting nor psychic is weak nor strong against ground or fire.
Wait, what?
Your psychic type attacks And your fighting type attacks will be neutral against both
Either.
ground and fire.
Okay. Well, high jump kick is still really good.
Correct.
And so is Shadow Rush.
Yes, as a reminder, if high jump kick misses, because it is not 100% accurate, you will keep going, you will crash, and you will take a fair bit of damage. But it's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Okay.
You're
And Confusion's really good too.
correct.
So let's use Confusion.
On higher level, Trapinch, or lower level, Numa.
Let's use it on the Trapinch, because Numa looks pretty confused already.
Dunsparce has Shadow Rush, or Glare, because it still doesn't have these other two moves, and as a reminder, Glare only paralyzes if it hits.
Shadow Rush it is.
On
On the Numa.
Meditite used Confusion. Hits Trapinch for a little.
Oh.
Dunsparce entered Hyper Mode and did not attack.
Great.
Numel used Stomp. Puts you to 46 of 64. Trapinch used Bite. Putting you to 32 of 64.
Yikers.
Did exactly half in total to you.
Alright, let's use the high jump kick
On
on the Trapinch and see what it does this time.
and call or fight with Dunsparce.
Call. Thank you.
No problem. Dunsparce! Okay, so now Dunsparce is at exactly half, it looks like, maybe a little more. High jump kick. Hits
Nice.
and finishes off the Trapinch.
Awesome.
Good calling. He sends out Sandshrew, level 35.
Whoa.
Also not a Shadow Pokemon. Numel used Ember on Dunsparce, putting you to 92 of 113.
Okay. Let's use Shadow Rush with Meditite
Oops, my bad. Okay,
on the Sandshrew.
you got it. Sandshrew, also a ground type, so still same as what Trapinch was.
Okay. And Shadow Rush again, obviously, on Numa.
You got it. Meditite does use Shadow Rush. Okay, probably a quarter to a third. Hit with Recoil, and Dunsparce went into Hyper Mode and didn't attack.
Woo!
Scratch with Sandshrew, from Sandshrew. To Dunsparce, down to 79.
This Dunsparce has like never been in frickin' hyper mode.
I know.
And twice in a row.
Numel used Magnitude 7, killing Meditite.
Wow.
Hitting Sandshrew, and hitting Dunsparce. Who should we put in now?
Swablu.
Okay. So as a reminder, nicely, Swablu will not be hit by any future magnitudes and or any other ground type attacks because it is a flying type.
Yay!
And as a reminder, Dunsparce still in Hyper Mode. So Swablu has Shadow Rush, Sing, or Safeguard. So Shadow Rush, only damage dealing move you have. Sing obviously puts it to sleep. Safeguard puts up a veil, which I think it either prevents your stats from being lowered or prevents you from getting a status effect. I don't recall which one, but still.
Okay, we're still gonna use Shadow Rush though, and then we're gonna call.
Okay, Shadow Rush on whom?
Let's use it on the Sandshrew, just to get it out of here.
You got it. Dunsparce! Okay. So now down below half. And Swablu entered Hyper Mode and didn't attack.
Wow.
Sandshrew used Poison Sting. And hit Swablu for 6 damage.
It looked like it just shot like a wad of snot out its nose.
Magnitude 8 this time. Swablu is unaffected. Hits Sandshrew down to the red. And Dunsparce down to 26.
Okay.
Swablu is in Hyper Mode.
Sick. Let's call Swablu.
You got it.
And Shadow Rush the new, well,
These are his last 2 Pokemon. It's your call.
they're both going to be using Shadow Rush anyway. I'm not going to sing anybody.
Sure.
So the Sandshrew.
Okay. Swablu! Okay, now down to only 1 bar on Swablu. Dunsparce entered Hyper Mode and didn't attack. Sandshrew used Scratch and hit Swablu down to 58.
Great.
And Numel used Stomp and put Dunsparce to 11.
But it's still alive.
It is still alive and in hyper mode.
So we can call it.
Correct.
Great.
Okay, Shadow Rush on
Rush. All of a sudden Numel's doing all this shit here. Just want to get rid of Sandshrew.
Okay.
Who is so close to dying anyway.
You
So
got
let's
it.
Just do it.
And call Dunsparce, obviously.
Yes.
So first, Dunsparce! Down to 2 bars.
Yay!
And Swablu entered hyper mode and didn't attack. Sandshrew used Sand Attack and lowered Dunsparce's accuracy. And Numel used Magnitude.
Okay,
Magnitude
so
7.
Dunsparce is dead now.
So is Sandshrew.
Okay, good.
Sandshrew's dead. Or fainted. And yes, Dunsparce with a crit wasn't necessary, but also faints.
But
Okay.
it got down to only 2 bars.
Correct.
So I'm happy with that.
Mantine, Quillfish, Furry. If you care, as a reminder, Mantine, also a flying type, will not be able to be hit by Magnitude.
Great. Let's put them in.
And Water, super effective against Numel.
Great.
Swablu is in hyper.
Okay, call.
And Bubble Beam,
Yes, please.
you got it. Swablu! Okay, down below 1 full bar. Mantine used Bubble Beam. Super effective.
Ooh.
Finishes the Numel in 1 hit.
Wow.
Down goes Numel. Mantine gained 319 experience. Because, by the way, you're into experience now because they've opened the door to their hearts.
Yay!
And you defeated Ryder Turo. You don't need any training.
Thanks.
You
What
got
a compliment.
$350 for winning. Master Dakin will reprimand me.
Oh, well, I hope that's not true.
Now, you can go back. I actually genuinely didn't remember if you could, but you can. Whatever the situation, I won't abandon my duties. Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your tired Pokemon to full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Okay, I'll take your Pokemon for a few seconds. Okay, and now that we've seen what it looks like in there, now I think we can end this episode.
Okay.
So we will go in here and save. But as a reminder, everybody, thank you so much for watching, first of all. Secondly, we mentioned earlier, and I probably should have mentioned it then, but, we were dealing with so many other things with purifying and blah, blah, blah. But as a reminder, we talked about The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, where we felt like that music sounded like it drew inspiration from. We played that game on this channel. So I highly encourage you to go check that out, or that series out, if you have not already done so. We have other series on this channel and other channels as well. Links down in the description box below for both Geek for All
And gluten-free for all.
And so as a reminder, if you want to make sure that you do not miss when any of our videos come out on any of those channels, including this one, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, obviously including the continuation of this series next week. Amy, are you happy with the purification process and with kind of where this seems to be going so far?
I am very happy with the purification process. Surprisingly so. Yes, I am happy with how this is going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually really looking forward to Mount Battle.
Wow, okay, I like that. Because this is... I am a weird person, and I understand that, but this is probably one of my favorite areas of the game because of what it is. And I understand that that might not be the case for everyone, so I'll be curious to see if you still feel that way after next week.
Okay.
And so as I said to folks, please continue to tune in over the course of the week and let us know what you think, next week, and let us know what you think. But yeah, for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I've been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.